Ooh, very quiet. That's kind of nice, but it's very quiet. I mean, compared to the C. D is slightly there. This D is the one that I think you can pull out, but you can't pull it out because it's still wedged there. No sound, goes really high. This D, again, only works. That's an E. Nope. Might not even work anymore. I got it once in the recording. But you can see it doesn't really work. The one D that survives. And it, I mean, obviously out of tune, but it's in tune with these ones. It's just a scale. See where it goes out of tune. That B is where it goes out. This D works, but very flat as a result. Whoa, that's painful. That G's back. Oh, do we have a new contender? Oh, is this the one I took out earlier? Oh, this wasn't a D, this was an A. So the A is the one that got removed.
Okay.
Can I put it back in? I gotta stop removing that. I wasn't sure if that was the one. There we go, we're good. That's a B flat, I swear. That's an A. That's literally an A. Another piece dice to dust. That kind of works, but that is like a flat C sharp. So we've really gotten out of tune here.
Wow.
Oh, and that's a beautiful E flat. But it's an E, of course. That's a beautiful E, but now we're at F. Oh, that one's an interesting one. This has a lot of resistance. It's bouncy, actually. That's very fun to press. That's very bouncy, and it's not blocking. It just works.
Yeah.
You can hear the overtone, the really high octave F sharp, because again, we're a half step now at this point. Same with this. Oh, that's not right. So now, I guess that makes sense. It's a whole step. And that one doesn't even work.
Yeah.
The leaves and stuff. But that's the state of this piano. I say D out of all of these, maybe because all the black keys work pretty well around, which is actually surprising to me. They all work pretty well, which was new from the winter. Apart from this one's kind of stuck and there's no way to. The problem is with the black keys, you can't pull it out. So the fact that they go up is really nice.
Yeah, I wonder if it's because they're shorter, so there's less friction.
I suppose so, and
So
they're I
next
guess more
other piece.
encased. There's less you can get under and destroy it since they're kind
Yeah.
of isolated there. Even though the black part has come off, as we've seen, there's some there. I've taken a couple of actually.
Oh yeah. Souvenirs.
Exactly. When they were still there, so they all work, which is great, and that's why I kind of switched to midway through my performance. I switched to the C sharp or D flat, or whatever you want to call it, and kind of messed around with this pentatonic scale because these all work. So those are the best intact, and then we know C works, E's fine, F, G, A, B. They all work in multiple octaves. The only D's that work are these two. We got the D working again, and never again. Really flat, but none of these D's work. This one's going on its last leg. I guess you can argue A because we're removing that A, but A works everywhere else. That's not a good A, which is ironic because these ones sound more in tune around it. Like that G is like slightly out, the C is slightly out, that A is very flat. Interesting. This will be my favorite note because it's really fun. That's what the fun thing about piano is, being able to do lift it up when it gets stuck. It's a fun technique. I don't know, I don't play marimba, but the ability to play it kind of like this rather than like this out on hurt. You can't really do it with chords now, so it's really kind of a solo instrument, like a marimba if you use two sticks. Or like how I type, something like this. Anyway, that's the current state of the piano. We'll see what happens when the snow gets here, because it's gonna be very interesting. I'm surprised it's gone, because like a lot of this didn't work when it snowed, and then it's recovered. I'm surprised it recovered, especially after all this time. You can see the way it's shaped, it's really cool. And it works really surprisingly well. It has not gotten that out of tune compared to what it very well could be. This is like almost as out of tune as just some like decade-year-old pianos that are sitting in people's houses. So honestly, for being outside for all this time, it's pretty cool. It looks good, it sounds cool, it's still fun to play. You can make some cool music out of it. Especially, I was gonna say especially with the white keys, but that's not true. The black keys work great. So you can basically do now any key except I'd say D major or D minor, because good luck using those Ds, because even if you want to do it with these octaves, that's just not gonna work. This is your best D here. Just gonna do that technique. And with the wind signaling us to go, thanks for watching.